modified ladyfinger sponge. Okay, so have you made ladyfinger sponge before? And when you pipe the ladyfinger sponge, right? It's a different.
No.
When you make your genoise, you have your whole extra sugar, right? But when you made sometimes Swiss roll, not always, but ladyfinger, your yolks are whipped with some of the sugar, the whites are whipped with some of the sugar, so you're building two separate foams. And then you're folding your flour. That gives you a sponge batter that holds up quite a bit. It enables you to pipe those ladyfingers. This is what we see around Charlotte. Perhaps sometimes it's involved in the making of that famous Italian dessert. Tiramisu. Tiramisu. Pull me up. Coffee espresso. Mascarpone cheese. So this recipe, there's two ways of doing it. We're going to do it in non-traditional way. The recipe is not. It's from Frank Haslett. Anyone knows who Frank Haslett is? He's from the Netherlands. He's won the World Chocolate Master years ago. I was lucky enough to take a master class with him 6 years ago in Kiev, right before the war.
Wow.
Okay, I have all my ingredients here. But what we want to do, this recipe is you end up with a very moist and very, very flexible sponge. It's perfect for udon, for Swiss roll, for jelly rolls. What I like about it is you can actually put flavor in it, as opposed to the regular classical jelly roll, which you did last year, right? This one you could replace the juice. I use lemon juice, you could use lime juice, you could use orange juice. When we made it with Frank Haslett, he made the lemongrass juice. It's actually quite good. So we have all our ingredients here, but we want to have a sponge that's very, very even. Okay. There's a couple of ways to do that. Just one way. Cranberry juice, eat vodka, lady. Alright, he's one of the best pastry chefs in the world. Manuel Facone, so look at the device here. It's called a dough spreader, also known as a raclette in French.
Raclette.
You can adjust the width, adjust the height. We see it on social media, they use it for ganaches sometimes too long. So you need a sponge batter that's not too stiff, and see how it spreads it nice and evenly. Wow. Right. So you could use this video cutout.
Well, we don't have that.
That's it. Yes, man. Yes, we are living in Alberta and love it.
Right, you call that life, sure.
Don't skip.
Don't skip
This.
this.
I don't want doctor, I want DR. Yeah. How much is a raclette? Any idea?
50 bucks.
50?
50, no, 50.
Oh.
There you go, 206. Only 13 left.
Listen,
$200. Ain't cheap, is it?
Is it worth it?
If you're in production, absolutely. Absolutely. Because see what you can do when you're in production.
We're not yet. Oh, you have one. Look at that.
Anyways, this is me. I did a whole table with the raclette. I do have one. All right. And it is right here. Mine, my precious.
Yeah.
So as you can see, you can adjust. And this is what you have your gap here at the back, right? You can adjust. Sometimes you can buy, Matt Fair does it, there's a few other companies that make it, and you can actually, in some of them, there's an attachment here, one of those bolts where you can attach a comb, big, fat, wide comb, and as you spread your ladyfinger sponge, you comb it,
cuts.
and you have all your sponge.
Oh.
Okay. Are we gonna use this? No.
No, of course not.
We're gonna make ourselves one. Okay, so each and every one of you, you're gonna grab a board, and you're going to, 10 centimeters from the edge, you're gonna make a line. And I have it here, I'll post it, it's actually in the recipe file, you might have noticed that. Right there. Okay, so we're making ourselves one. Okay, line at 10, another line at 10 from the end. And this is about 1 centimeter, okay? No thicker. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take an X-Acto knife. My glasses on too, right? If you want, you can borrow these X-Acto knives, okay? It's important you have a clean cut here. Okay? And then I'm going to make the surface cut, just the surface cut, just a score at the top. Maybe you score a little bit deeper.
Wow.
You can make, you can get some plastic strips and do the same thing. Yeah, I've done. Yeah, I think it's in that profile. I can't remember. I have a photo of me doing it with chocolate. I had built a big chocolate children's. One thing that I was talking with them, when you have a frozen puree and you let it defrost at room temperature, try to shake it because it always splits. Okay, especially the pulpy one, you have all the pulp on the top and the juice on the bottom. And if you look at this one, see the color on top? See the color on the bottom? It's a bit more concentrated here. Okay? Not a huge deal, but something to be aware of. So let's start. So I have my flour here, I have my meringue, and my egg whites. Again, small quantities, don't scrape everything. Okay. I'm going to sift my flour here. Baking flour, that is. You know, cake flour tends to
Hmm?
come
No.
on top.
Uh, oh, I didn't see that.
In here, I have my egg yolks, my juice, and my oil. Okay? Emulsify it. Okay? Easy peasy. And even have my
Sorry, yolks,
yolks,
lemon, and
yolks, juice, and oil
oil.
all together. And you emulsify it. Like this. Oh, and this is in there as well. So. Okay. We're going to develop a nice stiff meringue here. What did you call it, Mike? Tie-dye? Jose knows about the 60s or 70s. Okay. Nice smooth bone here. You just can leave the mixer. Most of it comes from this. I don't like to mix in the bowl because it's not big, it's really deep. I'd rather have a slightly wider bowl so I can reach in a little bit better. Sometimes we do mix them, right? Clean everything up, huh? I love making sponges. Right? See, it didn't collapse too much. You don't want that. Not at this point. We're going to make it collapse a little bit. If we were to pipe it, we don't want to make it collapse. But for the purpose of the omelet, we need to have a batter that you remember in the video. It has to be a little bit soft. It's going to give us a little bit of tighter front as well, which holds our cake, or holds the sponge together a little bit. same folding motion. Middle, bottom, edge up, and I'll keep my. So you see now, if I wanted, I could pipe it. I would hold it shape. Of course, as it bakes, it will spread a little bit. But what I want now is to get a little bit softer. I have an extra piece of paper just in case I have a little bit of extra to collect it. So now, always, depending on the direction you're going, so this, as we saw with Mr. Frapponi, he used silk mats, right? So in my video, I think I had 5 sheets on the table from one end to the other one. But make sure if you're going this way, the paper is on the, if you're going the other way. Yeah. I want you to put fingers right here. Then we're just going to drag this thing across. Ready? More. Smooth stuff. Like that. Alright, Don, you ready? Let's go for a wild ride.
Hold your breath, Jonathan. Whoa.
Off. Let's start again, one more time. Second time. Down here. Ready?
Amazing.
Okay, this if you want, you won't really need. I'll put that half sheet up. Just bake it so we can. So in the recipe it says you use about half a tray. It's about the equivalent of a half a tray. That's why it's confusing when I wrote half a tray there. We have the temperature there. All right, 190 before, for about 10 to 11 minutes. Monitor it, okay? As it comes out of the oven, I'm gonna bring it out here. I'm gonna let it rest for about 5 or 6 minutes. Then I will slide it off the tray to cool even faster. Remember we talked about that last week. This is how you retain more moisture in your sponge if you can seal in the moisture. Okay,
Okay.
let's try this.